Is it a big package? Do you think you could help me carry it upstairs? I'll help you. All right, people. I was going to talk about desire today, but something else came up. And I've been procrastinating filming a video because I have too much content, because I wasn't feeling like I was connected to myself, and I like to be able to speak intelligently and fluidly. And I sat down to speak, and then I was like, oh, I haven't eaten lunch, so I'm kind of hungry. Even though I went to dance class this morning, and then after I went to dance, I kind of had lunch because I crushed some Trader Joe's Mochi, matcha mochi, and a Justin's peanut butter cups, dark chocolate. So that was kind of my lunch. Anyways, I asked somebody about procrastination, and I was once told that procrastination is, at least pertaining to me and myself, is partly because I can feel the pressure of what I have to do in the world, like almost like the pressure of the future, or the impact of the future. And so the procrastination stems from that pressure. But that's pretty esoteric, and I kind of like to look at things in a very practical way, even though I have this like ultra spiritual side of me. I think we all do. It just comes out in different ways. So I look at what I do to procrastinate. I eat. I meditate. I blame my lack of focus. And so if I have these three things that I probably use a lot of other things for procrastination. It's Prime Day today, and I just was shopping on Amazon. I was like, oh, there's so many things that I need to buy. Even though I buy things off Amazon every day, and what's like a little bit of savings, right? So I shop. That's been a more recent habit. I drink, not alcohol, but like kombucha, and I love sparkling water, so I'm always making sparkling water from the Soda Stream. And not that there's anything wrong with that, but these are just ways that I procrastinate. I like always try and like go for things like outside of myself, when in reality, let's go back to the four that I did today. There's the shopping, the eating, the lack of focus. I was like, oh, I have so many things that I want to talk about. What am I going to talk about? And the meditation. I have been feeling very pulled off of my center recently because I'm redoing my apartment, and that's all that I can think about. It's on my mind. I dream about it. I fall asleep thinking about it. I daydream about it. And so instead of doing my usual like visualization practices in the spiritual sense, I'm visualizing my apartment. And I'm rearranging things. I'm moving furniture all the time. I'm buying furniture. I'm shopping. And so I've been feeling really out of myself. And so I meditated today to procrastinate, because I thought that would get me back into like focus and make me really figure out what was important to me to talk about right now, even though I have a million things that I can talk about and I can share. So let's dive into these three. So what I do, I'll show you the process. This is literally just come to my head right now, because when I was eating, because I was procrastinating, I was like, you know what? This is what I should talk about today. So I was eating my almonds because that's the fastest, closest thing that I know it would fill me up, and I wouldn't have to like spend an hour making something. So I guess here's some tools that you could use for procrastination. You can take a note of what it is that you reach for to procrastinate. So for me, it was those four things that I mentioned. And And then you kind of like mitigate the procrastination. So I'm only going to do a 15-minute meditation. And the meditation that I'm going to do is going to be on focus. I'm going to try and focus, so I'm going to center myself, and then I'm going to call in whatever it is that I need help with. So it's like a focused meditation. One sec. One of my deliveries is coming. So some of the stuff that I just bought this week came right now, just as I sat down to film this video and about procrastination. So a perfect example is sometimes, sorry, I have a walk up and I'm on the 4th floor and I just carried the stuff. So let me catch my breath for a sec. But I'm just so excited because this is a perfect example. Oh, I love a great summer rain. It's like pouring outside. So I was told by a spiritual teacher that sometimes we call in distractions because we're really getting to something that is valuable and we're kind of like breaking the barrier of something. And so here I am talking about procrastination because it's something that I've been doing all day. It's probably something that I do all day, every day. And I finally sit down to film the video and, the doorbell rings. So anyways, so identify the factors that you have control over. Some of them we don't have control over, and then you just kind of got to roll with it. But it's kind of exciting because when something like that happens where the doorbell rings, I feel like I feel more dedicated to filming this video, whereas sometimes we get discouraged. I started a business in Australia this year, and I was flying out every quarter. And on the second quarter flight, I missed my flight by 24 hours because it left at like 2 a.m. and I showed up the day after my flight left because that's what I thought it was in my head. And I kind of was like, I got scared. I was like, oh my gosh, should I not be doing this? And I was like, maybe I should wait till next time. Maybe I'm spending too much money going out to Australia and I don't really have a network. I don't really have all this or that. And so sometimes distractions can discourage us. But I ended up going anyways, and it was a very successful trip. And then other times, distractions can really make you focus and become determined. But anyways, here's the procrastination. Know what you do to procrastinate and like sort of mitigate it. So when you reach for food, just, like, am I eating because I'm hungry or am I eating because I'm procrastinating? And if you're eating because you're procrastinating, maybe just don't. If you're eating because you're hungry, have like a little snack so you don't take too much time to procrastinate. So like I just popped some almonds in my mouth and that was enough for me. My body kind of tells me when almonds are great because my body, almonds are like not easy to chew. They're not easy to digest. And my body kind of tells me when it's time to stop eating them because my jaw starts to get sore. And I like almonds because they have a lot of fat, they're filling, they're great calories, and my body tells me when to stop. Like I can't possibly eat an entire bag of almonds because I won't be able to chew them all. So have something like that around where it kind of stops you. I don't know if anybody out there has like a food addiction. I do. And so I need to have things like almonds that fill me up and I can have as a healthy snack, but my body tells me when to stop. Not like the Mochi and the Justins that I had for lunch. That was a poor choice. I had to will myself to stop eating those. The other thing is for shopping, I don't know, maybe have a time of day where you do your shopping. Like while you're binge watching True Blood, which is what I do. So designate a time of day. Like, I don't know. That would be my suggestion for that. Even though I didn't follow my own advice, because I was like midday shopping just to procrastinate. Or buy your stuff. Do what I did. I bought my stuff and then I shut down my computer. And then I started setting up for this. So we have food, shopping, meditation. Meditation is just focus. So I meditated. I did a short meditation, and it was to center myself, and then also kind of like call in what I needed to. So I needed to focus, and I needed a topic to talk about. So here are your steps to procrastination. Know yourself. Know what you lean to procrastinate. Mitigate those procrastinations. So think about how you can be the most efficient while procrastinating. I know that might sound like a lot of work, and it is, but once you figure that out, it's like any other system. The most difficult part, the most time-consuming part is figuring out how the system works, and then optimizing it, and then just using it. The other one is don't be so hard on yourself, because when we go down this procrastination downward spiral, we tend to indulge in the things that make us procrastinate even more. So we may take a nap and to procrastinate. But that nap, if we're hard on ourselves, that nap may go from being like a 20 or 30 or an hour nap to being like the majority of the afternoon. Or sleeping, in general, sleeping in till like late, and then our energy is off. Or for food, like I have a food addiction, so I know that feeling bad about the food that I eat will only make me eat more. So feeling bad about procrastination will only make you procrastinate more. But like when I was eating the almonds, I was like, how can I use this? And that's how I decided that was the focus point of how I was going to make this video. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the steps to procrastination. That's how I deal with procrastination. And stay tuned for more. I have a whole bunch of different topics that I like talking about: mindset, business, entrepreneurship, parenting. I'm not a parent, but I don't want to say that I didn't have very good parents, but I had a tough childhood, and so I have a lot of tools around parenting and like taking care of self-care, nurturing, and beauty. I'm like kind of a makeup and a beauty junkie. I've been that way since I was like 2 years old. I've always loved lipstick and makeup. And I just have, I don't know. I mean, podcasting, video recording, editing, all of that. I like to talk about everything that I do, not just one thing. A lot of people in marketing saying like, do one thing and like pick, but I do everything, and I'm not going to stop doing everything. And part of the thing that I was having a really difficult time with in my own business was having to stick to one road. And I found branching out into other areas and taking my hobbies and bringing them into my business has only helped my business grow. So yeah, mindset, manifestation. I love manifestation, visualization. I'm going to come out with some affirmations, some Alexa skills, building an Instagram for the business. So it'll be all of this stuff and videos. So stay tuned. I'm super excited to be getting content out to you guys, and leave some comments below on any questions you might have. People ask me random questions all the time. I don't know where they come from, but I'm able to answer them somehow. So anyways, enjoy. Thank you so much, and don't worry too much about procrastination. Just keep your cool.